You don't need a new system, my friend. You just need to stop doing this. I want to share with you the 3 most common behavior management mistakes I see in nearly every classroom and what you can do to fix it. If you're on the hunt for positive, heart-led behavior strategies, be sure to like and subscribe so you're the first to know when a new video drops. And guess how I know these are the most common mistakes? 1, I talk to a lot of teachers, I work with a lot of teachers in the classroom, and 2, I made them myself frequently, often, all the time when I was teaching. And I'd have to really watch myself because I could very easily slip back into these mistakes. So I'm going to share the 3 most common behavior management mistakes and what you can do to fix them. And once we can correct these mistakes, then you're going to see a significant improvement with your overall behavior management systems. Okay, let's jump into it. So mistake number 1 is only rewarding the good kids. This can be tricky because we reward good behavior that we see, but a lot of times it's the same kids that are showing that good behavior. And the problem with this is when we're only rewarding the same handful of good kids, it kind of makes the more challenging students, the more behaviorally challenging students, they kind of check out and they're like, whatever, it doesn't matter what I do because I'm never going to get recognized anyways. So what to do instead? I highly recommend using some sort of tracking system within your overall behavior management systems because it just kind of helps you see who you've rewarded and how many times you've rewarded them. This was really helpful for me because I could see like, okay, this kiddo has gotten treasure box 5 times, but this kiddo has only gotten it 1 time. So I'm going to be more intentional about looking for good behavior from this kiddo that's only gotten it 1 time. And then I could really focus on trying to catch them making a good choice. So thank goodness for my tracking system because once I started doing that, I noticed my students that were more behaviorally challenging, when I started watching them and be more intentional about rewarding them, their behavior started to improve. So again, I highly recommend using a tracking system to correct this mistake of always rewarding the same handful of good kids. Mistake number 2 is having sky-high expectations. What do I mean by that? A lot of times we really expect our students to show this like outstanding behavior when they're just not there yet. And this mistake really stinks because honestly, not only affects the kiddo, but it also affects you. So when we have these sky high expectations, especially for our kiddos who are really behaviorally challenging, it can just make it really difficult for them to ever improve or progress. Let me give you an example of this. So say you have a kiddo who refuses to do their work, right? They just lay on the floor and they have a tantrum or meltdown, or they scream, or they just maybe shut down and won't do anything at all. We're not going to expect in a week, maybe 2 weeks, that they're going to be happily doing their work and listen to every instruction that we give. But a lot of times that's kind of our hidden expectation and we don't even realize it. That's not realistic that that student is suddenly going to be, following every direction at every turn. So you're setting yourself up for failure and that student up for failure when you have that really sky-high expectation. So what to do instead? I want you to think baby steps here. So you're going to reward the tiniest thing for your students, especially ones that really struggle behaviorally. So I want you, if they're sitting 5 seconds, boom, reward it. If they do part of their work, boom, reward it. So you're going to start small. You're going to reward kind of the littlest things at the beginning, and then slowly you ask for more and more as time goes on. And mistake number 3 is not being consistent. As teachers, we're so busy juggling things. We're prepping, planning, conferencing, staff meetings, integrating this curriculum, buying the things. There's so much that we do as teachers that it can feel like you have like a million tabs open. And so it can very easily forget kind of that you have like those behavior management systems in place. And it can be hard to make sure that you are using those behavior management systems every single day. But when we forget and we are using it inconsistently, our kiddos forget and we forget, and then we slip back into the old bad habits. So what to do instead? Put your behavior system somewhere where you can see it, where you can visually see it every day. The only way that I could really remember to make sure that I was using those behavior plans, especially for my like targeted students, I would have to take it and literally put it on my chair where like I would sit and do my read aloud, and I would sit and like talk to the kids, do morning meeting, all of that. So I literally had to like pick it up and like set it down and be like, oh yeah, that's right, I need to do that. And I'd pick it up and put it on my chair when I would leave the chair. And it just constantly reminded me, like, that's right, I need to do it. I need to do it. And that really helped me, reminded me, just a visual reminder to be consistent with it and use it daily. All right, let's do a quick recap. So the 3 most common behavior management mistakes are: 1, only rewarding the good kids. And you can fix that by having a tracking system. 2, having sky high expectations. You can fix that by catching and rewarding your students who struggle behaviorally with baby steps. Start with little things that they do correctly and reward that good behavior. And 3, not being consistent with your behavior management systems. So to fix that, you're going to put it somewhere where you can see it every single day, whether it's near your chair or it's maybe near your calendar or whatever that you do, or on your desk. Whatever works for you, where you know I'm going to pass by this multiple times a day to make sure to remind you to be using that system every day. And that wraps up the 3 most common behavior management mistakes I see in almost every classroom. I hope you found this video helpful and useful, and be sure to like and subscribe so you're the first to know when a new video drops. That's all for now, my friend. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, happy teaching.